fatal heart impacts, past painful scars. In fact, I blast tasteful bars and pass. I back up my actions, fact don't ask, grab reactions, jacked attack with every word, then act with class as they hear me snap. I got nothing to lose, cause I fought and felt the bruise. Now I'm not the one confused, call the shots and they produce. I ain't lost, I'm finally loose, pick a new silver excuse. I need the views to boost me to a new abuse of being used. Everybody wants a piece now, y'all can rest in peace now. You're dead to me, so peace out. Remember, you're discreet now. Get ready for defeat now.
Alrighty. Hello everybody. This is Show here. And now, whenever we last left off with this series, a few things were happening. Over at UA, Momo, she's just revealed to Ida the rumor about her being with the Meta Liberation Army is true. And the rumor about this being the case for Deku, Todoroki, Denki, and Jiro is also true. These four aren't missing because of a villain. They're with the Meta Liberation Army right now. And she just did ask him to join them and they can help him kill Stain. Now, with that being said, we did actually have Deku and Todoroki, who these two went in disguises and went to go meet with Moru Mineta. Now, it has been a minute since Deku has seen Mineta. Roughly about a month and a half to a little bit of time before that. Now, with that being said, Deku and Todoroki went to go meet Mineta and found a man around Deku's height. As we'll pick up there. You look... Oh, right, the change. What the fuck happened to you? You're tall. You got a good-looking face. You're almost... Well, you're not unattractive. It's weird. Huh? Wait, did you just call me hot? I'm just trying to... What happened to you? Right, I probably should have explained over the phone some of the changes, but, my quirk's been modified. So what does that mean? You can just modify a quirk? Oh, Todoroki? Hi. Hi, you look different with white hair and makeup. Really? I do? Your scar? It's strange seeing you like that. You look normal. Thank you? Okay, I think we're all getting a little bit distracted. Where are your wings? There's no bones in my back connecting wings there. You remember this from the first day of UA. Right, sorry. Anyways, the fuck happened to you? I was modified. Modified? Like an Omu? All for One mentioned that when he attacked my house. What is an Omu? Oh, well, medically speaking, what they do is they take humans, and I don't remember exactly how they do it, but All for One just gave me my quirks. Wait, gave you your quirks? Yeah? I mean, what he did was pretty simple. He took my quirk because he thought it would be useful. And, wait a minute. Sticking things. Your quirk was used to capture my mother. Oh, fuck, I'm sorry. I'm not, I'm trying not to be mad at you. I really want to punch you in the face, though. I mean, I really do. This is a lot more awkward. Okay, he can take and give quirks, right? Yeah, back to that. Now, Mineta, he does explain all for one's powers, abilities, and what he so far does know. Deku learning about Anomu, all for one's quirk, being able to take and give quirks, a doctor that can modify quirks and copy them, and even actually either mess with the genome or quirks by mixing them together with certain other ones. Mineta explained that that's how he came to the current abilities he does have, as he does get to hold up his left hand, and he does turn back into, well, let's just say slime. Huh? A slime? Yeah, technically, what I look like now is, well, an illusion. An illusion? You know about body modification, right? People who can transform into other people? Yeah, that's basically what I'm doing here. However, my body, it's become so accustomed to this form, I don't really need to change back. In fact, I can actually turn most of my body into mush, if not all of it. Wait, so you're impervious to damage? Hmm? I don't really know. I've never fought, really. However, a lot of the muscle I've gained in this form is actually mine. I see. I'm just surprised is all. Yeah, so was I. Whenever I first got the offer, I was reluctant. But now, I'm actually kind of happy. Now, Mineta, he does look around. I'm actually going to bring his hand up and wave as Deku does turn his head, as a few girls were walking by and did actually look in Mineta's direction. Now, Deku does look back at Mineta, expecting a pervy face or some creepy smile. As Mineta, he does just have a nice smile on his face, and he does go to bring his hand down, turning back to Deku. Anyways, hmm, you're a decent person now. Really? I just felt a lot more confident in myself, is all. Yeah, that's good. I'm actually impressed, Mineta. Good job. Oh, thanks. However, I still do think that I need to see more of this new you to make sure you really have changed. Now, Deku, after learning a bit more information from Mineta and talking with him some more, they do go to leave. Deku calling back Momo, as she does ask, or Ida, he does try to get more information from all of them. Now, this is very surprising and interesting to them, as it's, well, weird. Now, Stain, or not Stain, Ida, he does ask Deku about Stain, and if the Meta Liberation Army would really be willing to help them, or help him get revenge on Stain. Hmm? I can talk with Re-Destro, and maybe, just maybe, he might be able to give us something. Now, you do have the trip back. Deku and Todoroki, they do get on the train, and both of them are talking. As Todoroki does notice that Deku, he's actually staring at her a little bit too much. Hmm? What's up, Izuku? Uh, it's nothing. Now, Deku does somewhat go to look away, and he's just thinking, with everything going on, with how crazy things have been, him getting into recovery, him being talked to by Re-Destro, everything that's just been happening has been a bit too fast. Things almost seem strange. In his mind, he's not acting logically. He's not acting rationally. And now there's a thought that just came into his head. If anything happens to Todoroki, his sisters are safe with the heroes. He knows that. They took them into hiding. His parents have informed him of all the things that would happen in case a scenario like this did occur, where the home was attacked by villains. Now, Todoroki, she actually is thinking something different. Deku's staring at her face. She covered her scar in makeup because it's too recognizable. And right now, she looks like what she probably would have looked like if she wasn't burned. Now, she's just going to bring her hand up to her left side. And I'm going to think, does he find her prettier with makeup on? Covering this thing on her face? Now, Deku, he actually just turned to Todoroki. Are you okay? No, it's, wait, is she... Deku going to bring up his hand and hold up for Todoroki. You know, makeup, it's, well, I don't really... You look prettier without it. Really? Yeah, you don't have to wear it. I mean, I get for missions and all that, but other than that, well, I don't care for your scars. Oh, thanks. I know you're probably thinking about it right now, right? Hmm? Actually, well, I mean, not really, but I was thinking more. Hmm? Oh, okay, sorry. It just seemed like you were. No, it's, well, I was just. Haruki, it's okay. Is it? Yeah. In fact, if it's alright with you, I'd say to only wear it whenever we have to disguise ourselves. That's really all. Other than that, that's it. Now, Taruki does grab Deku's hand. As the rest of the trip, it actually is somewhat quiet. Now, we do actually have back in the town where Deku and Taruki do go to meet with Re-Destro. Them heading to his company headquarters, and Deku talking with some people. As Deku's feathers, they have already begun to start regenerating. Deku is able to hide them with his jacket, but taking them off and attaching the ones he did at least carry with him or conceal inside of his pants and in his waistband of his pants, attaching them, his wings do look a little bit large, or at least a fairly decent size. Now, Deku is talking with somebody, as they're allowed into the elevator and going up to the floor, or the top floor. As they do walk in, and Re-Destro does turn to see Deku and Todoroki. Why, hello, young man. Re-Destro. Yes? We need to talk. Ah, I see. What is it? We met with one of my contacts. You know Moru Mineta? Yes, what about him? He just gave us a lot of information about All for One, and we know where they're located. We've narrowed it down to Dagobah. I see. Now, isn't this fascinating? Yes. Along with that, we have Momoya Yorozu. Yes. She is still our one remaining spy within UA. Actually, she's not. Exactly what do you mean? Ida, or Ida, Tenya Ida, the brother of Ingenium. Yes, what about him? He's a straight-laced fellow. However, he wants revenge on the man who disabled or crippled his brother. And he's willing to join with us. My, isn't that interesting? It is. However, he does want to kill Stain. Alrighty. That's acceptable. What are you talking about? Young Takami, you have to think of it from a rational standpoint whenever you step back. What? Stain is an unhinged psychopath. He's murdering pro-heroes because they don't live up to his expectations of being exactly like All Might. That actually makes sense. actually make sense? Young man, I don't want to call your loyalty into question. You've done a fair amount for our cause. In fact, you've drawn a lot of attention. You and your father. Hmm? I know. However, with that on the subject now, I am concerned. How did you know your father was with us? Well, actually, I heard my father was going undercover with you guys, to be honest with you, sir. That's unexpected. My father, he told me about you guys. I met Denki earlier that day, and the same symbol he threw up on his forehead was the same one my dad did later that night. Ah, I see. Yeah, it was strange. I wanted to see what you guys were about, because my dad always talked about how you guys were. He talked about how you guys weren't really villains, but more. He called you guys a cult, basically, if I do have to put it in a simple term. Hmm? Young man, the army, we don't see it like that. We have our values and we have our founder. We do not worship here. However, we also are very simple to understand. Our people, all you have to do to become a member of the Meta Liberation Army is say you are. At any point's notice, you can walk away from it all, and that would be fine. However, there is a problem there. Hmm? People, we value their loyalty, and the ones who are loyal to us, we are loyal to them. And we try to stick by that time frame, or really that simple little ideal. If anyone does cause them harm along with them and their families, we will not hesitate to snuff them out. If it does mean protecting our own, I understand. And the conflict of interest you are in, your father and the Meta Liberation Army, we can overlook this. However, I am curious as to what you may have learned at UA. Yeah. I told you I had something big, and, I, I mean, it's, something I think you might actually really find useful. Hmm? Really? Yeah, whenever I won the sports festival, and All Might hugged me, I noticed he has an injury. Hmm? Really now? Yeah. Using my feathers detection ability, I also found that there was another member of UA staff I didn't recognize nor have I ever seen. And, well, Momo, she was actually able to find a man she's never seen before. He appeared to be wearing a similar suit to All Might, since we saw him earlier that day. Or she did, actually. And, well, I do still have UA bugged. They think we're missing right now. I see. They think the villains have you? Yes, they do. Ah, that is interesting. Well, we can play with that. We can? Young man, how severe would you say All Might's injury is? Hmm? Well, I don't really know. I've noticed this man, he pops up for usually most of the day. But All Might, he's usually not around very much. Probably, what, an hour or two? I'm not too sure. Really? Yeah, that's really all I do know. I don't know if I could tell you more. Hmm. All Might is only able to use his power for 2 hours a day. Interesting. Is he really that strong? Hmm? Re-Destro? Hmm. That's something. Young man. Yes, sir? thank you for this. This will be of great help. I'm sorry for questioning your loyalty to me. Really? Yes. Now, you may return to whatever you are doing. However, I do believe that we should actually start training you guys more. Hmm? But we already go to the mandatory trainings. I understand. However, you've been off for quite some time, haven't you? You need to push yourself more and be ready. I believe that very soon that day will be upon us. Really? Yes. And, as a show of good faith, I myself will start to send some people to look into the League of Villains. I believe that they will be a very, very big player in the conflict of interest. And whenever the time does come, things may get ugly here. You think so? Young man, I know so. However, we need to wait. Our objective should be to make the heroes and villains fight each other. Hmm? Young man, that was very spot on. You catch on quick. Uh, Not really. My dad just taught me to look at it for an easy way. Look for an easy way? Yeah, it's a thing I can do. Why go through all the effort and do the heavy lifting yourself sometimes, right? My dad's kind of taught me that for certain opponents and certain ways to train, physically, it's sometimes not a good idea to fight. However, there's also deception and other stuff like that, espionage and his forte. I see. So you're a tactician rather than a fighter. Yes, sir. That is very interesting. Now, Re-Destro, he would dismiss Deku. As Deku and Todoroki, they do leave. Now, Deku, he's basically given a report on a lot of things. He talked and explained a lot in his field report. And Re-Destro, he's impressed. Deku, he's informed him of a lot. The Nomu, All for One's powers, the location of their base, the city it's in. All their people have to do is walk around and look for a bar. That cannot be so hard at all. They should have it in what? A few weeks? A few months? They can strike whenever the villains least expect it. And right there, front and center, they can take them back. They can take back the part of society the villains are trying to destroy, trying to corrupt. They want a world they can rule, and he wants a world where they can be free. The conflicts of interest here are very, very devastating to them. And All for One, that will be his main priority. If Re-Destro can take down All for One, things can become a lot simpler. And he believes that he should look into the underworld to find a friend to help them out. Now, with that being said, I do hope you guys enjoyed. Have an amazing day. I'll catch you guys in the next part.